Hey guys, it's your girl, Lady Lydia, and I have a delicious old-fashioned cinnamon raisin bran pudding recipe for you. Honey, this delicious recipe is so delectable, and yes, it is a special recipe that will be great on anybody's dinner table. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Hey guys, real quick point. Whenever you're adding in your melted butter, make sure that it is cooled down a little bit before you add it into your eggs. Okay, and then after that, you're just basically blending all of the ingredients together, and we're going to move on to our bread. have finished our custard. We're going to set that to the side, and we're going to go ahead and start on the bread. Now I have about 4 different types of bread. You don't have to use 4 different types, that's totally up to you. But I use raisin bread, cinnamon bread, they were all brioche, and then I use a regular brioche bread along with some Hawaiian rolls. And those, I put it all in the oven on a cookie sheet, the one that I have in front of you. And I allowed it to bake probably about 15 to 25 minutes in the oven on 200 degrees, just to kind of help dry it out and toast it some. Then I left it out overnight and let it harden. So this is perfect because it'll help to soak up the custard perfectly. Now, all I did was just kind of like cut them up into cube size pieces. They don't have to be perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and add it into our custard. Guys, as a reminder, I use about 8 cups of bread. You can use 9 if you want it to be a little bit drier. Mine came out perfectly. It was moist and delicious. It all depends on how you like your bread pudding. If you like it more wet, a little more dense, then use maybe about 7 or 6 cups of bread. Alright guys, you want to let it rest in the custard for about 30 minutes, only so that it can help to soak up and absorb the custard, and then you'll put it into the baking pan and we'll go ahead and pop it into the oven. Then it will come out beautiful. Now I'm going to go ahead and layer my, bread pudding, of course, with some raisins. Now, the raisins I soaked in water for about an hour or so, just to kind of help it to release and bake up better and not be so hard, in the bread pudding. But anyway, so after I did that, of course, I layered it. I used about a half a cup of raisins, so I put a half of that, and then I added the rest of the bread pudding, and then I added the raisins on top of that. You can also add nuts if you want to add it into this, or you can omit the raisins altogether. This recipe is still delicious with or without the raisins. So make this your recipe. Do it the way you will enjoy it. Like I said, you can add more bread or you can add less bread. It's totally up to you. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just make a little sauce. I threw something together. I gave you guys a recipe just to kind of show you what I did. I like to play around with things, flavors, because to me that's how you come up with better recipes, right? So anyway, I shared this with you guys. It is totally up to you. I added cream cheese in mine. You don't have to add that. You can leave that out. Some people use custard powder as well. You can do that also. It's totally up to you. But yeah, anyway, we'll go ahead and continue on with the video. Now, as you guys can see, we are adding the sauce over to this beautiful bread pudding. Honey, this kitchen is smelling so delicious. I cannot wait to dig into this. Oh yes, this is going to be so delicious. And listen, this is perfect for any dinner table. I don't care what holiday it is. This will be great to bring to that potluck dinner. Whatever way you would love to serve this, this is the dish. As you can see, I'm trying to make sure that the cut is perfect, because you know how it is with the first piece that you're trying to get out of the pan. It can be a little bit difficult, but yes, we're gonna dive into this, honey. Look at this. Oh, it is so delicious looking. All right, so you know we have to grab a taste, right? get into this. Look how delicious and moist. Do you see how the bread, when you use different textures of bread, you see how it came out? Look at that. It is so gorgeous. You see how the cinnamon and everything is just mixed in together, and it's not overly wet or slimy. It is perfect, guys. This is the perfect consistency out here that I have had so far. And it's not just to toot my own horn, but listen, thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch, and I hope you take care.